You know, this is our first round of applause for an incredible industry that has moved America for many, many years. And that's why we are here this morning with the opportunity to celebrate 100 years of intercity motor coach travel. An incredible anniversary to think that over 100 years this industry has been literally moving America.
The buses here with us today tell a very remarkable story about travel in this country. And they remind us of this industry's rich legacy of connecting people to opportunity. Today, their popularity only continues to grow. In fact, last year, buses carried nearly 3/4 billion passengers in the US and in Canada.
You'll hear more about this, but it started 100 years ago, before those were invented, when a gentleman named Carl Eric Wickman, a Swedish immigrant and a laid-off miner, who began a modest bus service to take miners from Hibbing, Minnesota, which is up close to that northern border, to nearby Alice. Mr. Wickman charged 15 cents to ride in this Hupmobile behind me, Hup, H-U-P, Hupmobile. And as a result, today Motorcoach Travel provides mobility and connectivity for millions of Americans.
From its roots with Carl Wickman and the original Hupmobile sitting here behind us, the history of Greyhound and its partners in the intercity bus industry is truly remarkable. Through wars, depressions, boom times, the civil rights struggles, and the technology revolution, Greyhound has carried hardworking Americans from city to city and from rural to urban America as they pursue their dreams.
My entire life has been spent on buses. I grew up in northern New Jersey. The only way to get from where I was in northern New Jersey to anywhere else was an intercity bus. So my introduction to a wider world, starting when I was a teenager, was through Greyhound. Later on in a subsequent life, my life took me to a place called Griffiths Air Force Base, New York. The only way to get to Griffiths was by Greyhound bus out of Port Authority of New Jersey, Port Authority of New York, New Jersey. So I did that. I also watched, as Administrator Farrow said, as Greyhound took the Freedom Riders south. I watched the Cena Cruiser, like the Cena Cruiser out front, burn when it had the guts to take people on the Freedom Rides. It's something I've never forgotten. And something that I want to honor today is the bus industry's role in keeping America strong, making America live up to the ideals that we all believed in. So thank you to Greyhound, thank you to the intercity bus industry, and we wish them another 100 years.
I started my bus travels when I was 14 years old. I just turned 14. And I went to Cody, Wyoming on a Greyhound bus. It took 126 hours to travel from New York to Cody, Wyoming. And you saw America, and saw America very much. And then when I started in passenger, you never missed a town. It might have been long, yes, 126 hours, but you really saw this country. Greyhound has been a university for me. I've seen this country in many different ways. This is an incredibly diversified country, a fascinating country.
So each of those buses out front tells its own story. You heard some of the stories from each of us today. This vehicle behind me clearly tells stories. Please take a few minutes, go out front, take another look at the buses from the newest to the oldest. It's just a remarkable progression. Get inspired to get moving and see our country again from the road, from the visuals of a bus.